sure. Okay. So, last time, I think natapos na natin yung phonology, tsaka yung special topics na IPA sound ng vowels. So now, we are going to move on the fourth lesson or unit 4 of Intro to Linguistics, and that is morphological component. Okay. May pumasok na on. Need ko lang Paki-mute. Sino ba yun? O, yun. Nakita niyo kung sino yung minumute ko. Pakisabihan. Okay? Okay. So, when we say morphological component, we are now dealing with word formation. Tapos, yung physical na physical writing of or creation of words. So, ngayon, with phonology, it's just basically the sound, what you hear. In morphology, we'll also deal with actual figures of the actual writings of the words, or the letters of of the alphabet. Alphabet ang tawag talaga natin sa kung ano casual matawag natin sa word sa letters. So learning objectives, so explain how words created from language's basic unit of meaning and name what those units are called, yung mga units. Discuss and name the different types of languages based on the different ways of creating words from morphemes. Listed the ways described in this chapter that new words are formed, so word formation. Explain some of the ways that word meaning change over time. So for the pretest, so ayan siya. Insights nyo lang, explanation on this code. Words are free. It's how you use it that may cost you. Okay. So discussion proper. So morphemes, the morpheme. So the term word, as in word, the word word, term word can be used in different senses or different meaning or different situation, context. So on one hand, vocabulary items, example, entries in the dictionary, example, take, the word take, are called words. But on the other hand, the different inflected words or inflected forms of the word, take, takes, taking, took, taken, are also called words. To avoid confusion, let us use the following terms: lexemes, syntactic words, and orthographic words. So when we say lexemes, it's a unit of the lexicon or the dictionary or vocabulary item. Which is usually an inflected abstract form that underlies all that inflected variation or variance. For example, inflected, yun ay mga may changes because of relationship with the singularity or plurality of the subject, if it is past tense, if it is progressive tense, or if it is past participle or the participle form. Okay? Yun yung inflected. Yung uninflected, somehow, yun yung tinatawag natin na root word in elementary and high school. So, inflected or inflection, ang tawag doon sa walang root word, doon sa hindi napalitan, doon sa napalitan ng inflected yon, yung napalitan ng nag-transform. But still, would mean the same, napalitan lang siya ng form because may relationship siya sa sentence sa phrase na paggagamitan sa kanya. Okay, say for example nga, if it's transformed into past tense, if it's transformed into present, to progressive tense, to participles, past participles. Okay, so ang lexemes, unit ng lexicon o part siya ng dictionary. Usually it's which is an inflected abstract form. Uninflected, hindi siya nagalaw as is siya. Kung take siya, yun yung word, yun yung lexeme. Okay? So, the plural form of the nouns, past tense, past participles, and present participle form of the verb, and the comparative, say for example, ano nga ba? Lively, livelier, liveliest. Comparative, superlative form of adjectives and adverbs are called inflection. Pag adverbs naman, nalalagyan mo siya ng ly sa dulo. Kunyari, brave, bravely. So, yun yung inflected form. Papalitan siya, depende kung ano yung gamit niya, magiging function niya in relationship niya sa sentence or sa phrase. Okay? For instance, the lexeme take underlies the inflected variation take, as if we're going to use it in the plural present tense, we take the bus for bound to Manila. Then, kunyari, she takes the bus every day. Taking. She is taking the bus to work. Took. She left and took the bus. Took the 11 o'clock bus. Okay, taken. I have taken the exam with all my heart. Or courageously. Yun. So, yung mga depende sa gamit mo siya, gamit sa sentences. Kaya siya nagkakaroon ng inflected form. And phrase. Okay? Syntactic words. So, an inflected variation of lexeme. So, yun nga, ito yung ginagamitan mo na siya, ginagamit mo na siya on a specific function. So, take, takes, taking, took, and taken are syntactical words. Kasi gagamitin mo siya sa sentence. But when you say syntax, is the order of it's grammar, it's sentence, paragraphs, or phrases. Pag ginamit mo na siya doon, consider na siya as syntactic words. So, kanina, yung example ko, those are already being syntactic words. Kaya lang, para lang maipakita ko kanina yung function, yung inflection, I need to cite examples. Parang tinuhog ko na yung syntactic words and yung inflected words. Yung inflected words, hindi pa siya, it's just there, plainly. Na, okay, take, takes, taking, may ganung words. Meanwhile, pag sinabi mo syntactic words, may part na rin, magiging part na siya ng sentence, phrases, na meron na siyang specific na function. Okay, orthographic word. Orthographic word, merely words lang siya na pinaghihiwalay ng or count ng words sa isang sentence o sa isang pairing o sa isang phrase. For example, yung life insurance. Life is an orthographic word. Separately, insurance is an orthographic word. Sa sentences na I am a Filipino, I is an orthographic word. Am is an orthographic word. I am a is an orthographic word. Filipino. It's another orthographic word. So there are I am a Filipino. There are 4 orthographic words on that sentence. Yun lang. Yun ang ibig sabihin niya na nag-exist, kaya mag-exist independently ng bawat item sa isang sentence, and you call it orthographic word. Okay? Lexemes, again, lexemes. Actually, itong mga ito, They are words. They are words. It's plainly words, kaya lang, kailangan lang natin siya i-distinguish or i-dissect on different categorization um, para alam natin kung ano yung function niya sa sentence or sa phrases. Okay, kasi minsan, may mga words na contextually nababago siya ng gamit, nababago siya ng function. Halimbawa, that is the girl that took my pencil. Yung that doon, di ba? That is the girl. Iyon yung babae, pag tinagalog mo kasi, nakumuha ng lapis ko. Diba? Yung that, iyon. Yung babae, nakumuha. Pero wala na naman hindi naman naulit yung iyon doon sa sentence in Tagalog. So, ibig sabihin, yung second na that, iba yung function. That is the girl that took my pencil. So, hindi sila pagkapareho ng function in Tagalog, yung salitang that. Yung unang that, iyon in Tagalog. Yung pakalawang that, somehow, naging, pandugtong lang siya. But literally, wala siyang translation doon sa Filipino. Yun yung babaeng kumuha ng. Kumbaga parang yung that is noun. Naging noun yung function niya. In Filipino, in Tagalog. Nakumuha, that took. Nakumuha, that took my pencil. Nakumuha, that took. Nakumuha, that took. Nakumuha. Na. Okay? So, ganun siya. Ganun yung variations niya. So, lexemes, inflected words, syntactic words. Okay, inflected words, lexemes, ito yung uninflected abstract forms. Okay, pagka inflected words, ito yung napalitan, nagkaroon ng yung root word nagkaroon ng transformation because kailangan siyang kailangan so that you can have a good relationship in the sentence. In syntactic words, ito na mismo, yung ginamit na siya sa sentences. Syntactic words. Inflected, syntactic. Parang, yung inflected phrase, mukha lang, mukha. Wala pa siyang meaning. Merong possibility na mapalit, na may ganong nag-exist. Syntactic, ginamitan mo na siya ng meaning, o nagkaroon na siya ng function. Ginamit mo na siya sa sentences para malaman mo kung ano talaga para malaman mo yung essence ng word na yun. And then, medyo nahiwala yung orthographic word, ito yung count, or ito yung word itself, na may space in between. Pag gumawa ka ng sentence, how many orthographic words are there in I am a Filipino? There are 4 orthographic words in I am a Filipino. I am a Filipino. Yun. Okay, so example, the lexeme, life insurance, or the word life insurance, is 2 orthographic words, life and insurance. But the two lexemes in I am are 1 orthographic word. Kasi meron kang pinutol mo yung isa. Hindi naman mabubuo, hindi naman magiging buong word yung M lang. Yung I okay, pero yung M lang, it's unconventional. Siguro may gagamit artistically, or creatively as a writer, pero it's not conventional. Okay. Next, more definitions. Morphemes are the smallest recurrent meaningful units of a language. Here, smallest refers to the fact that a morpheme cannot be broken down further into other meaningful units. Say for example, yung salitang cat, you cannot break it down further because wala namang salitang ka. Wala namang salitang, okay, may salitang at, pero it doesn't, kumbaga, it doesn't, nabago na yung meaning niya. It doesn't mean as a feline species anymore. Okay? So, cat does have the sound combination AT in it. The meaning of the word AT has nothing to do with the meaning of the word cat. True enough, yun yung sinasabi ko. And once you already omitted yung letter C, it's just at. It has another meaning. Hindi siya, pag sinabi mong at, hindi naman siya related sa feline species. Hindi naman siya, yung pusa, hindi naman naging tiger nang tinanggal mo yung AT. Okay? And the leftover C has no meaning at all. So K, the K, and the at sound do not add up to the meaning cat. Cat is therefore a word made up of one morpheme. So isang morpheme siya. Hindi naman siya pwede. Kumbaga hindi siya makapag-stand alone. Pagka tinanggal mo ng pagka dinisect mo ng chinap-chop mo ng chinap-chop yung word. Pag di mo na ma-chop-chop yung words, yun na yung isang morpheme. Dapat mananatili pa rin yung word na yung meaning na yon doon sa morpheme, doon sa pinagmulan. For example, education. Paano pa i-splice ang education? Pag tinanggal mo yung shon, educate. Pag tinanggal mo yung ed, occasion. Okay, meron pa ba? Parang wala na. So, educate is educate. Isang siya. Isang morpheme siya. If you want to mean studies, schooling, but if you want to, kung gusto mo pang tanggalin, kung gusto mo pang bawasan, mawawala yung meaning mababagod ang meaning totally. Like for example, tanggalin mo yung dalawang isa dulo. Educate, dukat na lang, dukat. Walang sense. Lagyan mo yung D, dukat, wala din. Lagyan mo yung U, cat. O yun, naging pusa. Cat. Okay, so, morphemes, when you remove all the inflections, still it's the same. It makes sense to the word at magkakaroon pa rin siya ng relationship. At yung pinagmulan niyang word ay totoo ay still the same of the meaning doon sa natitirang, sa leftover na word pag break down siya. Okay. Next is about morpheme. It is a meaningful grammatical unit that cannot occur alone. It includes both suffix and prefixes and suffixes. So ito yung mga words na dapat na bound morpheme ang tawag doon, na may prefix and may suffix. Example, predestination, ng predestination, diba? Ang prefix doon, pre. Ang suffix, shan. Ang root word, destiny. Diba? Or sabihin natin destiny, predestination. Tama. Pre and shan. So, ang natirang word ay destiny. May suffix, may prefix, pero yung gitna is yung gitna still is something related to destiny or someone else's fate. Sa procreation. Although may dash yung procreate, yung pro and create, may dash yun eh. Sige, for the sake of example. So, pro and shan, yung dulo, at saka yung suffix and yung prefix, and then the root word is create. What else? Can you give examples? Anong bound morphemes? Isip kayo, yung merong prefix and may suffix. Example. Kita nyo ba? Ay, kayo nakikita ko. Anyone? Ay, wait. Sino to? Kakaiba pangalan. Pwede mag-open mic. Bound morphemes. Ano ulit yun? Collection lang naririnig ko. Recollection ba sinabi mo? Ayun, tama. Recollection, re. Then, shun yung dulo. Usually, shun at saka or pro or re yung ginagamit. What else? Ano ba ang mga examples ng prefixes? Examples ng prefixes. Yes. Prefix sila. May sumagot ko. Research. Prefix lang meron dito. Yung re. Research. Kasi you're re-evaluating, parang you're searching. Parang research is, kung literal mo siya, researchers. Yes. Tama, Wendy. Researchers. Pag dinagdagan mo ng ER, usually, or OR, yung mga salita, usually, nagiging tao siya. Advisor. Pre-advising. May dash. Pero, okay, sige, consider as a researcher. Kumbaga, it's already, hindi ka lang, you're extending your gathering of information. You, research, re is to repeat, parang, hindi ka lang nag-search as it is, but you research or you gather further information on in order to analyze a new phenomena or to explain an event. What else? Pwede, pre-evaluation, yes. And then, restart also. Pagka mabagal ng wifi, restart ng router. Pre-evaluation is before you do the actual evaluation, you meron siyang ito yung activity na ginagawa mo or preparation for the actual evaluation. Yes. What else? Oo, yan. Ang powerful anti-discrimination. Yes. Anti meaning to go against. Discrimination is to demean someone, and discriminate is to demean someone, and shun is making it, parang transforming it. It's a process. Okay? Invisible. Pwedeng invisibility para parehong may yung polarity niya meron. Misplace. Okay, miss lang. Yung miss lang kasi prefix lang. Nonsense. Magkaano yan? Magkahiwalay yan. Nonsense. Composition. Compose. Yes, yan pa isa. Unprofessional. Yung composition, medyo prefix lang yan. Suffix lang pala. Compose. And then, shun one. Unprofessional. Yes, I agree. Meron ako, sharing time. Meron ako na-attend na parang, di man, na-attend parang, I just listened to a YouTube talk nung Saturday. And Sunday ba? Nag-listen na ako. Sunday. Browse ko. Tapos parang tinanong doon yung how do you consider incurable? Yes, incurable. Very good. Pre-occupational, yes, also. Pre-operational, yes, also. As I was saying, yung story time ko, in order for you to makaka-relate kayo, kasi parang, how do you consider a teacher professional? Sige, kahit na lang teacher. Actually, kasi about teachers yung napakinggan ko. Kasi sabi, ang teacher daw, it's a profession, it's a mission and a vocation. So, pero ang pinaka-tumatak sa ano, what about professionalism as a teacher? Parang it encompasses the three. Kasi profession, trabaho mo yan, it's your job. Parang you get paid for this job. And mission, you have a task to do. Pagka mission, may task ka to do. You have mission impossible, di ba? May task kang kailangan mong gawin. And a vocation, you do everything, you do this too because of love. And how do you practice professionalism? You practice it, hindi lang daw inside the classroom or inside your workplace. Once you go outside, you still be professional. Paano yun? By being temperamental, you control yourself. And you especially control your emotions and your anger. Less talk and do more. Say for example, meron kang kapitbahay na nakakairita. Na every time dumadaan ka, lagi na lang yung basura nila umaabot sa bakuran ninyo. Yung plastic ng basura nila, ewan ko, for some reason, or yung aso nila makalat, pati doon sa tapat ninyo, na dudumi. O basta, yung kapitbahay nyo makalat in short. Yan. Instead of being a professional, sabi dun sa ang pakinggan ko, or acting professionally, hindi mo kailangan bungangaan yung kapitbahay mo. Especially teacher kayo. What you're going to do best. Hindi mo kailangan ipagsigawan, teacher ako, kailangan sundin niyo ako. No. You do it by action. What should be an upright teacher do? Set the example. Kung hindi nila kaya maglinis ng sarili nilang bakuran, maglinis ka ng bakuran mo, idamay mo yung bakuran nila. Tsagayin mo lang. Hindi mo kailangan magbunganga. You just need to do a little sacrifice. Kasi pag nakita ng tao yun, nakita ng kapitbahay mo yun, nahihiya na yun. Ikaw, wala kang ginawa. Hindi ka nagreklamo, hindi ka nagbungangad. You just did something good. And apart from doing something, yung nakita mo na professional ka. That is professionalism. Na, ano yun, hindi lahat ng bagay nakukuha mo lagi sa galit. And it will always, at the end, nasa yung favor. Kasi, pinakita mo pinakita mo with your actions na that's how real teachers or professional teachers does everything. Inside out. Inside and outside the classroom, professional ka. Ayun. Ano lang yun parang one time lang, ano yun? Hindi ko na mahanap yung link So, natsambahan ko lang siya na panoorin. Ayun. So, maganda yung na hindi ka lang dapat inside the classroom professional. Dapat outside the classroom din. Sa halimbawa, di ba may mga tricycle driver na, ako naman, application ko lang, mga tricycle driver na, ma'am sakay po, huwag mo daw, huwag mong dededmahin lang, sabihin mo, be polite, sabihin mo, hindi okay lang po, dyan lang po ako nakatira, maglalakad na lang po. Sabihin nyo, makalipas ang mga ilang panahon, babatiin na lang kayo nun. Morning ma'am, morning sir, hindi na kayo, nakilala ka na nila. Hindi sasakay ito si ma'am kasi politely. Huwag kayong makukulitan or exercise patience. Especially sa inyo na high school naman yung tuturuan ninyo. Kumbaga, another is, may nabasa naman akong article. Ang dami kong ganap sa buhay, no? Manood, nagbabasa. Ngayon daw, yung mga kabataan ngayon, especially yung mga aabutan nyo when you graduate, hindi na uso sa kanila hindi na effective sa kanila yung pagagalitan mo. Kasi pag negative yung reinforcement mo sa kanila, negative din yung reaction. Tatalino na ngayon yung mga mas bagong generation. And they can, parang kayo, you can access everything in just one click. Sila siguro, by the time, di lang one click, baka sinasabi mo pa lang, naisip mo pa lang, ginagawa na, di ba? Ganun nakabilis. So, we can never tell. So, again, isa sa mga traits na kailangang meron ang teacher, temperamental ka. Huwag ka nagagalit agad. You listen. And kahit gaano kakulit yan, huwag mo ipapahiya. Kasi tatatak sa kanila yun. Hindi ako nag-handle ng high school. Pero kaya nagbabasa ako ng mga ganun mga how to handle yung mga teens. Kayo, di naman na kayo. Kayo, latter teens na kayo na 18, 19, malapit na kayo mag-20. So, yung talagang middle teens, like from 13 hanggang 17 or high school, senior high, after or mga ganun. So, doon kayo matatapat. So, sila yung stage na kailangan ng adequate understanding. Hindi na sila bata para pagalitan mo. Kausapin, so ang key sa kanila is you talk to them and be a listener. Kasi sometimes, yung mga misbehaving students ng high school, kailangan lang nila ng makikinig sa kanila. And how do you transform these students? Huwag mo silang re-reject. Kasi confused sila Yun yung napulot ko lang to kay, sino nga ba yun? Tandaan ko si Ma'am Jonah o si na teenage years is yung kay yung confusion, identity versus confusion. So you help them identify themselves. Ewan ko kung na-overcome nyo na yung phase ng buhay niya na yan. Confused pa din ba kayo? O you've already know who you are, your identity as a person, ano na yung gusto nyong mangyari sa buhay ninyo. Di ba? Kasi, pag hindi daw na-overcome yan, matatagalan kayo. Yan yung for me yan yung pinaka-crucial. Kasi pag hindi nyo na-overcome yung, hindi nyo nalaman kung sino yung kung anong pagkatao nyo, sino kayo talaga. Mahirapan kayo sa phase ng maturity. Magiging delay yung maturity nyo. Kaya sinasabi mo, mga late bloomer, ganyan. Yun. Balik na tayo sa nag-share lang ako. Sa ang story time. Okay, next. Free morpheme. Ito naman is a meaningful grammatical unit that can stand alone. Say for example, eat, date, week. And then, pwede siyang dagdagan, pero kumbaga, kaya niyang with himself, may meaning na siya. Okay? Next is inflexes and circumfixes. Okay? Infixes and circumfixes. An affix is a bound morpheme or bound morpheme that can be added to a root. An affix is one or more than one syllable or letter added at the beginning or at the end of the root word. Ang tawag sa cluster sa pinagsamang or cluster name for prefix and suffix ay affix. Ito yung dinadagdag sa bound morphemes. Okay? Then, so simply, it is an attachment to the root word which create a new word. Affix can be prefix or a suffix, or multiple affixes may be added to a word. So, alam naman natin, prefix sa simula, suffixes at the end. So, a morpheme review lang yun. A morpheme inserted into a root is called infix. Infixes are found in some language in the Pacific. So, ang infix is parang in the Pacific Islands or parts of Asia. Example, yung sa Philippines. Diba? One of these language is the Tagalog spoken in the Philippines. So, infix is sa Philippines lang nanggagaling. Sa Tagalog lang siya nanggagaling. Halimbawa, yung word natin na kain, nagkakaroon siya ng pwedeng in or yung dinadagdag. Yun yung infix. Kumain, kain, kumain. Kaya kinain. Kinain ng aso, ng pusa, ang ulam sa mesa. So, kumain ka na ba? Kasi ito pa, yung infix ng tikas or strong. Diba in Filipino, meron tayong ganun. So, tumikas or to become stronger. To become strong. Madali na natin maintindihan ito. Mga Pilipino naman tayo. Wait lang ha, guys. Wait lang. Sorry for the interruption. Hindi ko kasi kaklasihin yung 1B mamaya dahil meron kaming TWG, yung research proposal namin. Buhay teacher sa college, kailangan meron kang mga ganong ganap sa buhay. Pero actually, meron din kayong ganon sa high school. Meron kayong mga action researches para alam niyo kung ano yung mga improvement na pwede nyo pang gawin sa mga estudyante ninyo in the future. Okay, madali na tong in na to. Dahil Filipino naman tayo, di na natin kailangan i-elaborate yan. Alam natin yung in, at saka ito pang mga infixes. Okay, so yan na yun. Sa Hebrew, sinama ko lang yan. Next, different types of morphemes. So there are two ways that morphemes can be meaningful. The first and traditional understanding of the concept meaningfulness is that morphemes can refer to things, actions, or qualities and quantities of things or actions. Cat refers to a thing. Five is, as in 5 cats, refers to quantity, as does with S. As the does with S. Morphemes may not have a meaning in this sense, but may simply have a grammatical function. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, may grammatical function. In the word honorary, honor is a free morpheme. Free morpheme, alam natin na it can stand alone, honor. With a definable meaning. But Ari would be hard to define because hindi naman natin kabisado ang lahat ng meaning ng prefix or suffixes. But we just know that it exists. Pero wala siya. As compared sa honor, when you say honor, it's something that you're something distinguished, you're distinguished. Or it's or in noun, something that you have achieved after as a quarter, first honor, ganun. Or something to be proud of, ganun. Diba? And then, its function is clear, however. May ibig yung function as Ari is clear because it changes the honor into an adjective honorary. I'm going to see the patterns. Attaching Ari sa mga sa mga free morphemes could transform it usually to an adjective. Or if you're going to add also full and less to a free morpheme, it could also mean adjective. Pure, beautiful. Siyempre, di naman beautyless. Ugly na yun, di ba? What else? Spotless. If it's, if you want to mean super clean, or instead of saying very clean or very tidy, say spotless. Maybe you can say immaculate. Another is full, cheerful. And pagka, powerful, powerless. Pagka-ari, station. Station is noun. Stationary. It's fixed there. Station is hindi naman gumagalaw, di ba? Station, may naka-fix na siya where's your station? I'm stationed in the, where's your station? The front of police. O nyari, sa police station, hindi naman nagalaw din yung police station as long as hindi naman talaga lumipat ng literal. It's just fixed there. So, stationary is a description for something that's unmovable. Diba? Mga stationary steps. So, yung mga wave lang ng kamay, kembot-kembot, walang, hindi ka gagalaw when you're doing stationary steps. Yun. So, again, like I said, you always deal with patterns na with regards to the English language. So once we learn the pattern, parang math lang yan, madali mo nang madre-recall kung tama o mali yung gamit sa sentence, words formation. And another pala, matagal ko nang lagi ko naiisip, naaalala, pero hindi ko na may-mention sa klase. One specific pattern that we can remember, that we can notice, wala namang triple letters na tabi-tab na magkakatabi sa kahit anong word in the English dictionary. For example, yung salitang surrender. Double R lang siya, pero never siya nag-triple R. Halos lahat ng words, nagdo-double letters lang, hindi triple letters sa isang salita. Obsess. What else? Facebook. Hindi naman siya 3 letter na. Except na gusto mo mag-exaggerate na Facebook. Di ba pagka gusto nating, o yung oops. Gusto nating i-exaggerate yung oops. Exaggerated form yun, pero hindi siya nare-recognize ng English dictionary as such. Usually, double O, double P, and then S. Mod SS. Double O, double P, and then S. Okay? Next is types of bound morpheme. So when we say, yun nga, bound morphemes, yung ginagamitan siya ng prefix and suffixes. Derivation morphemes are bound morphemes that change the meaning or lexical category of a word. They are used to create new words or to make words of a different grammatical class from the stem. Example, the addition of the derivation morpheme IZE. I-Z-E. Minsan, S yan. Sa British. Changes the adjective normal to verb normalize. Normal, adjective yan. It comes from the word norm. Dinagdagan mo ng al. Kaya karaniwan din sa mga adjectives, merong al sa dulo. Form, formal. O gusto mo siyang gawing verb o derivation, dagdagan mo ng IZ sa dulo, formalize. Kaya pag nakita kayo ng mga words na may IZ sa dulo, depende sa function, but possible na pwede niyo siyang gamitin as verbs. Organize. Organize as it is, ha? Walang ED sa dulo, walang D sa dulo. Or the president of the college organizes. Oh, kasi nga, president of the college. Follow the proper grammar. Organizes the assembly for faculty. Organizes the assembly for the faculty for the monthly assembly for the faculty members. Organizes. Oh, we organize charitable events yearly. We formalize o normalize naman the life that we are. Ayun. Halimbawa, the new normal has somehow normalized the lives of the people experiencing it. Oo, di ba? Na-normalize na siya. Na-embrace na natin na ganito na yung buhay natin. Kung magkakaroon man ng face-to-face in the future, siguro, ini-encourage sa mga seminar na ina-attend namin, ini-encourage na mag-ihinto yung face-to-face, yung online. Siguro gawing blended, alternate. Meron time na papasok kayo, tapos hindi kayo papasok. Online lang kayo. So, hindi pa natin alam kung paano gagawin ng Pilipinas yun. Pero some schools have already done that. Especially ang na-witness ko yan sa yung masteral ko. Ka-blended kami. Masaya kasi pag Saturday, sa isang buong term, minsan 6 times lang kami pupunta, 6 times na ako luluwas, Tapos, the rest, yung natitirang mga linggo, sa bahay lang kami, hindi nga kami nagsisynchronous eh. May task lang kami nagagawin. Ayun, tapos sasubmit mo siya. Kaya lang, yung style namin nung masters ko, halimbawa, ang mga subjects ko, philosophy, then yung language, culture and society, tapos meron akong stat, tsaka meron akong yung research quality, yung methods of research. So, yung sa buong semester, nakascattered siya na in such a way na hindi ko siya sabay-sabay tinitake. Halimbawa, this August hanggang September, second week of September, or third week ng September, statistics. Tapos yung sumunod, second week ng September hanggang last week ng October, methods of research. Tapos, first week ng November hanggang kabuuan ng November, yung intro to, yung language and society. Tapos yung tapos yung matitira na week is yun yung last subject. Ganun yung distribution para nakafocus. Hindi ko alam kung kayang gawin yun sa ibang, kayang sundan yun ng buong Pilipinas. Kailangan yun ng adequate na pagpe-prepare. Hindi, nakakabaliw. Pero ano siya, healthy siya, na hindi ka madaling, kumbaga, yung inaaral mo, yun lang yung inaaral mo. English lang. Nakaibang subject. Kaya lang, mabilisan. Yun lang yun. Kaya lang, ganda lang dun is, natututukan, hindi ka lito sa ibang mga subjects mo. Yun lang ang subject mo for that month. Kaya lang, mabilisan lang talaga. So, hindi ka pwede umabsent kasi pag na-miss mo yung isang lesson, lang ka nang na-miss. Ganun. Kung mabilis ka mag-catch up, magaling, mahusay, di ba? Pero, workable siya. Hindi ko lang alam kung mag-work siya sa college kasi nag-work siya sa graduate schools kung saan masipag ka dapat magbasa tsaka masipag kang magsulat. Ganun. Kaya nga, na-practice ko sa inyo yun eh. Parang, sige, okay lang, magbasa ka. Tapos, pinapadali ko yung reading materials. So, itong ginagawa nating session, bonus na lang to. Para mas further yung explanation. And also, when it comes to writing, bonggahan nyo, express yourself. Well, hindi yung may maipasa lang. Kaya nga, ang haba ng deadline ko. Para, alam ko yung feeling na gusto mo magsulat pero wala kang masulat. As in, blanco ka. Pero may mga moments na once na pumasok na yung idea sa'yo, ayaw mo magpapigil, ayaw mo pa-istorbo kasi baka mawala. Yung tipong kailangan mong gumawa ng essay, tapos may pa-minimum requirements eh. Minimum requirements of 600 words. Minsan nakaka 1,200 words ka pa. Sobrang dami ng ideas na pumasok sa'yo. Tapos nagawa mo siya on one sitting. Ewan ko na-experience yung mga ganun. Na, okay, pag tamad kang magsulat, di ka talaga makasulat. Kahit 3 oras ka nang nakaupo sa tapat ng laptop mo, wala ka talaga maisip. Pero once the idea comes in, dire-diretso yan. Yung tipong 1.5 hour, tapos mo yung essay. Kaya I respect that. Kaya hindi ako nagbibigay na dapat isang buwan, ganyan, isang linggo, ganyan. Hindi mo alam kung kailan ka tatamaan ng saltik sa pagsulat. I understand that. I truly understand that. Teka, may nagko-comment. Sino to? Ano natin? Diba? Totoo. Agree sa akin si Alessandra. Pero minsan, nangyayari yan pag malapit na talaga yung deadline. Minsan tipong, pero huwag niyo namang deadmahin na, kunyari, 1 linggo pa bago yung deadline. Tapos, i-mindset mo na, unti-unti, i-remotivate mo na yung sarili mo na, I have to do this because pag hindi, baka dumating yung deadline, tatambakan ako. Kung hindi ko to gagawin ngayon, tatambakan ako. So, keep that in mind. Parang, motivate mo yung sarili mo na gano'n at gano'n. May papasok na idea. Alam niyo, usually, yung idea na pumapasok sa akin, alam niyo kung kailan ko naiisip. Pag nasa banyo, pag naliligo, kasi relax yung isip ko nun eh. Tapos biglang, ay, oo nga, pwede yun. Yun yung nasasagot. Kaya, after kong maligo, or mag-half bath, or anything na agenda ko sa CR, usually nga ganun talaga. I go straight to the, lalo na pag malapit na yung deadline, mga 1 linggo, 3 araw, I go straight to my laptop. Upo na ako. Dire-diretso na yon. Otherwise, or kasi kailangan relax yung isip mo. Bukod sa relax, motivated yung isip mo when you start writing. Sa una, babasahin mo. Hindi nangyayari sa akin yung tipo na, babasahin ko ngayon yung ano. Kaya gusto ko, binubuksan ko kagad yung, yung nung nag-aaral ako, bubuksan ko muna yung material. Babasahin ko siya. Ipiprint ko siya. Tatambay ko muna yung material dun sa mesa ko. Yan mo lang siya yan. Sabang nag-aayos ako ng sarili ko, tinititigan ko lang yung yung nakabukas dun sa page na kailangan kong gawin yung dapat kong gawin. So, pinabasa ko, tinititigan ko lang. Pero ko, for some reason, natatandaan ko. And then, namumotivate, okay, naipoporma ko na sa isip ko kung ano yung gusto ko isulat. Tapos, pag sinaltik na ako ng pagsulat, ayan na. English teachers are writers. Tandaan niyo. Kasi, based din dun sa turo sa akin, yung experience ng mga professor ko ng masteral, tayo yung taga-check ng grammar ng lahat ng mga bagay-bagay pagdating sa school. Totoo yan, di ba? Okay, English major ka, check mo to, ganyan. Okay, English. Kaya, hindi natin maiwasan na talaga tayo mga taga-sulat. Writer talaga tayo. It is by nature na tayo ay writers. Hindi natin yun naaalis ating mga sarili. And readers. Okay? So, yun. Saan ako? Next na, inflection. Ito na-mention ko na ito kanina. So, inflection bound morphemes or inflection morphemes are bound morphemes that do not change the essential meaning or lexical or category of a word. They change grammatically. They are used to show some aspect of grammatical function of the word. Now, we use inflection morphemes to indicate if a word is singular, plural, whether past tense. So, ito nga yung kanina. Iano lang natin. Ididetalye lang natin. So, 9 inflection-bound morphemes. So, possessive markers with S. Pencils are in the table. Plural pala. Plural markers. Possessive markers. Apostrophe S, S apostrophe. That was Andrew's phone. They are the boys' shorts. Tama ba? They are the boys' shorts. Tama. Spelling those are the boys' shorts. Next. The third person, present tense, a present singular. He always visits his parents. Ito, yes, inflection yan. Comparative, this fruit is fresher than that. Superlative, this is the freshest apple. ING, he is running in the street. Past tense, ED, she attended the conference. Past participle, Jim has stolen money from his mother. So, EN, broken, taken, ano pa? Ano yun? Anything, pag past participle, has, have, and had. Then, the past participle. Okay. Dahil sa akin, nung kasagsagan ng aking edotalk sa TikTok nung bakasyon, ang laging madalas na tanong sa akin, story time ulit, nakakatatlong story time na ako ang laging madalas na tanong sa akin is, ano yung pagkakaiba ng has, ng have, at saka ng had? Sinasagot ko, mahirap po kasi, sabi ko, mahirap, well, kahit naman sa kilala, so dapat nahumupo ako. Mahirap po kasi sagutin niya ng isang minuto lang. Kailangan siya ng adequate discussion. Kasi hindi siya madali i-explain na kasi yung ibang ginagawa ko sa sa mga content ko sa TikTok, yung very ganito or Yung instead of saying very, how can you say, what other words can you use? Very, very beautiful, you say exquisite. Say very ugly, you say hideous, ganyan. Tapos meron sila, at saka merong comparison. No? So what's the difference ng, kunyari, ano yun, counsel and counsel, ganyan. Yung difference nila. Tapos madalas nilang itanong, has, have, and had. Ang hirap niyang i-explain kasi nga hindi siya talaga yung pang 2 minutes or pang 1 minute na explanation. Hindi ko siya kayang shortcutin siya. So, just in advance, sige, ano ko na, yung has. Alam naman natin na yun ay present for ano yun, yung singular, yung verb, yung subject mo is singular, and then has, and then yung past participle, yung participle. Merong present participle, may past participle. So yung has, gagamitin mo siya pagka present tense. Ay, di, mali. Pag singular, yung subject na kasi gagamitan mo ng participle. Yung have, pagka plural. Yung had, pagka past tense na nung participle. Nung past participle is yung form ng verb. Yung present, ano yun? Wala tuloy ako. Yung present participle na singular na past participle, but on the present form, yun yung has. Yung present plural na past participle. Past participle yung verb, ha? Past participle yung verb. Singular, plural, pero present form. That is the have. And then, ano po pagkakaiba nung dalawa na yon? Yung had, may nangyayaring, may naganap na action, may sumunod na action. Yun yung had. Yung has and have, po pwedeng continue from the past until now, nangyayari siya. O po pwedeng at the moment, hindi ganun kalayo yung past. Siguro, minuto lang. And continuing yung action niya. Ganon. Mas madali yan pagka may board. Ang hirap i-explain. Ang hirap i-explain ng sa words lang. Although, halimbawa, she has written 25 books for Wattpad. Meaning to say, maiisip mo na from then, pwede yan. Lagyan natin ng time element para mas madali maintindihan. She has written novels for Wattpad since 2015. She has written 25 novels for Wattpad since 2015. So, meaning to say, ang makukuha mong meaning doon, hindi siya nag-stop. Hindi pa rin siya nag-stop magsulat. Up to now, so from 2015 up to now, nagsusulat pa din siya. Yun. Kumbaga, meanings lang yung kukuhanin mo doon sa participle, past participle. Nakuha mo lang doon, maisip mo lang na from then till now, sumusulat siya. Pero, hindi on the current time. Kasi, pag current time, yun yung progressive. Hindi kasi, ang ibig sabihin, pag ginawa ko siyang present, ginawa ko siyang progressive, she is writing 25, meaning to say, at the moment, 25 na novels yung sinusulat niya. As compared doon sa has, na may natapos ng mga novels from the past, but still, up to now, ang collection niya ay umabot na ng 25. Hindi yun currently na nagsasabay-sabay na sinusulat niya yung 25. Gets? Nag-gets nyo na ibig sabihin ng has, tsaka ng have, at tsaka ng had. So, ganun lang din sa have. Papalitan mo lang ng plurality. Yun namang had. May action na nangyari, and then may sumunod na action. Sample. Kaya pag ginagawa mo ng sentence, usually dalawa ang actions na nagaganap. Dalawang actions ang nagaganap sa had. Ayan. The guest speaker has arrived. Ayun. The guest speaker had arrived when the president was when the president was doing his or was delivering his speech. So, ang past action na dumating yung speaker habang may nagaganap na or current or may action pa ulit na nagaganap. Kumbaga, tapos nang mangyari yung pagdating ng speaker or dumating na yung speaker but then may ongoing pa na action. O po pwedeng the speaker had arrived when the president delivered or finished delivering his speech. Parang saktong-sakto lang, timely lang na dumating yung speaker. Kung matapos yung speech ng presidente. Kung nagsispeech yung president naman, yung isang sentence, pagka sa isang sentence, there are two actions that's happening. Ganun siya. Tamo, hindi 2 minutes, hindi 3 minutes yung inabot. Hirap explain, tapos sila makapag-demand sila. Dito na lang ako nag-rant, diba? So yung mga ganun, yung mga followers na hindi ka lang talaga, hindi mo lang mapagbigyan, grabe ka i-message. Baka pwede naman, alam mo yun yung kada video mo, lagi naka-comment yun. Baka pwede naman ganito, sulubok alila, kakuha ka sa akin ng libreng teacher. Hindi naman sa na kulang na lang sa akin, di ba gawa yung assignment niya? Parang ganun. Hindi naman sa nagre-reklamo. Kaya lang, I'm doing this for fun. Pero kung obligahin mo ko, hindi na masaya. Kaya nga nag-TikTok para lang mag-enjoy ka, to share, to impart. Tapos biglang dedemandan ka ng gano'n, para bang, binayaran na yung pagkatao mo, gano'n. Ewan ko, if you share the same sentiments na may ganung mga, hindi naman sa ayaw mo hindi naman sa ayaw mong gawin. Kaya lang, mahirap i-explain na, tapos pag hindi naman tama yung explanation mo, iba-bash ka. Ang daming matatalino doon. Kaya tinigilan ko din na instead na mag-comment na lang ng maayos, pero ginagawa ko, binablock ko. Hello, hindi naman sila kakulangan sa 49,500 kong followers. Oh, yabang. Joke lang, hindi naman. Asa na ako? Ako naubos na yung oras natin. Okay, next, allomorph. Kung naalala nyo yung allophones, nauna natin allophones is one of the phonetically distinct variant of phonemes. Allophones. Ngayon, the occurrence of one allophone rather than another is usually determined by its position in the word. So, initial ba siya, final o mid? Or by its phonetic environment. An allophone is one or more variation of the sound of the same phoneme. Alam na natin to, just a review. Okay? O, tapos, in a language, a phoneme might be the sound of the letter D as in pronounced as dog. Thus, an allophone is a variation of the pronunciation of the in various instances, such as at the end of the word concluded. The allophones used as given speech situation is usually predictable from the phonetic context, but may occur in many variations. So, yun, nare-review lang natin yung allophones just to recall. So, yung allophones pwedeng, so, nagiging variation siya, pwede magkatunog, depende sa, pero hindi siya napapalitan ng, or pag napalitan siya, mapapalitan din ng meaning. Parang yung ating, pero hindi siya masyadong true sa English eh. True siya sa Filipino at sa Spanish. Na-discuss na natin to before. So just as the set of allophones is the variation of a phoneme, a set of allomorph is the variation of morphemes. Allomorphs or of a morpheme are different phonetics forms of the same meaning. For example, the meaning more than one, which is usually expressed with the suffix s. Pag more than one, marami. Pag 2 na siya, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Nadagdagan mo ng s. In English, di ba? To make it plural, can actually be pronounced 3 different ways. S as in maths. Z as in zoos. Zoos. Pronunciation na to, zoos. As in, or as in churches. So, S, Z, and EZ are said to be allomorphs of the plural morpheme ES, dash S. Yon. Same with the D and the ED sa dulo, pagka-pronouns. Pagka past tense. Okay? So, allomorphs are forms that are related to each other but slightly different depending on the surrounding environment. Para meron din siyang environment na kailangan i-consider. Parang yung phonetic environment o yung katabi niya or yung relationship niya sa sentence or sa words or sa phrases. Okay? A simple example of the word a. As in a. It means something like one of something. One of something. But not any particular one. Not any particular one. Hindi siya particular. General siya. It's something of something. It is a general statement. Yung distinguish as a general statement. Example, a book. It could be any other book or any book that's existing. But it's not a particular book. Okay? A skirt. Any skirt that is. A friend. Any friend that exists. A phone call. Could be any random calls. But in the word that begins with the vowel, not a consonant, nagiging an naman siya. So ano lang to? Dini-describe lang, review lang, pero mas detailed siya. Diniscutinize lang natin per item sa morphemes para mas maintindihan natin yung history at yung background ng bawat words na ginagamit natin. Kasi di ba pag nag-aaral ka ng linguistic, ang importante doon, pag nag-aaral ka ng language, kailangan, para kang nag-opera, ganun lang din tayo. Kailangan nating intindihan bawat parts para as a whole, pag tinignan mo siya, iba, differently, mas malalim. Okay? So, ito an apple. Still, could be any apple. An ice cream cone, an iguana, an idea. Could be any idea, could be any iguana or any ice cream cone. So, the two forms A and an are slightly different in their form, but they clearly both have the same meaning. And each one shows up in a different predictable environment. Pagka-a, consonant. Pagka-an, it's vowel. Okay? So, a before, it starts before the consonant and then an pagka-vowel. Another example of allomorphy in English is in the plural morpheme. In written English, the form of plural morpheme is added with S. As in, carrots, books, cats, friends, apples, iguanas. Ito nga yun. Inano lang natin. Okay. Sige. 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 Alalala. Sige guys, i-end na natin. Pinapatawag na kami sa sa meeting. May questions ba? Wala. Malinaw. Sige, bukas na lang tayo mag-question and answer pagka may question kayo. Save it for tomorrow. May hinahanap na kami dun sa content, sa TWG4. Ay, magpipicture muna ako. Picturean ko na to, Nawala. Teka lang. Nari, wag ka ma-tense. Relax. Nawala. Kailangan ko yung buo. Pero kailangan ko, ako ay open cam para mabuo yung picture ko. Wait lang guys, just hold on. Yan. Kailang 1, 2, 3. Tagal? May ba tayo? Ayun. Tapos ko nang gagawin. Yan siya.
Hala, nandun pa pala si Mama.
Ito na ako. Wait lang. Ito na ako. Nahanap na ako ng